We are trying to stay high. We're trying to vibe. I mean, high with the charts. We're here and going with the roller coaster that is Web3, bro. We're excited.
For sure. It moves super fast, and that's kind of the fun of it. There's never a dull moment in Web3,
There's
especially
never a dull moment, and every day feels like a year. Like
for
it feels like
real.
everything moves like so
For
crazy.
real. Then when you look back, you're like, holy cow, like this happened, 3 years ago or whatever in the space. Like this project was popping like 2 years ago. What the heck? It's crazy to look back.
For real, for real. And especially when you look in your wallet.
Yeah, and you see all the rugs. Oh man. Do you have like a whole wallet for rugs? Because I do. I have a like a wallet full of rugs.
I actually do not surprisingly have a full wallet of rugs. I have a couple that I've stumbled on, but I'm pretty picky. I'm just and I have been since entering the space. I'm just generally pretty picky about what I pick. And to be honest with you, I entered the space in kind of like a different way than most people come into Web3. So learning like the cultural factor that is like what is trading NFTs or coins and stuff like kind of came a little bit later to me.
Hmm.
Because when I entered the space, I didn't know anything about the space, so I had a job and then was also learning about the space at the same time. So the thing like trading and stuff came later, and I mostly was just buying because I either found the art really cool or I really liked the project and the people behind the project. So
Yeah.
but I've had my fair share of rugs, just as everyone else. I feel
I
like
was
you have to truly be a vet in this space.
Yeah, you gotta learn from the rugs, man. So you're telling me you don't have any like D gays or baby D gods in a wallet, bro? I'm stacked up
No.
on D gays. Holy cow! Half
Yeah,
of
I no,
nah, I
no sure
just
perm
people
does.
just send me random stuff too. It's funny. I just put whatever wallet that wallet is in like
Right.
comments if they have rugs, and boom, I get some sent to me. I know I have a bunch of ducks too in those. I don't know why, but man, we're back. W W pods on Monday, and
W
we're
pods
keeping
on
we're
Monday.
keeping it going. We're keeping it going. So Steph, when people stumble upon you on the street and they're like, "Holy cow!" Everyone's like taking pictures with you and all that. Like, people ask you like, "Who's Steph? Who is Steph?"
Steph's an artist. I'm like traditionally trained. I went to art school. I was a painter. I did like the 4 year college art school experience I mean, my school wasn't as focused on commercial work. It was more focused on like traditional practices. So, um, you know, I actually was a teacher prior. So I went to fine art school, became a teacher, and then was teaching art to kids. So that's what I did prior to Web3. And I kind of like always knew that I wanted to do art in a more commercial basis than just teaching or creating my own work. And so Web3 kind of gave that little bit of an like opportunity that's just so competitive and crazy rigorous in the Web2 world right now. So I'm just an artist. That's all I am, Carter.
Yeah,
I just like to make cool pictures and make people's ideas come to life.
that's dope. So, how long have you been doing art? Like, have you loved art since you were a young kid?
Yeah, I think I've had a pencil in my hand since before I could like write. I've always drawn and my family's pretty art like creative in general, so they were very encouraging and supportive of that. So I've always loved art. I surprisingly didn't like it for a little while, like when I was a kid and in elementary school specifically, and my ADD was just like all over the place.
Yeah.
I surprisingly didn't have the patience for it. But then like in middle school when you kind of become like more more self-reflective and like trying to figure out like who you want to be, like that's when I kind of like really gravitated towards it.
Yeah. Man, already hitting on good points right there, Steph. Yeah, I feel like when you're in that point of life, that point of your life, you're kind of lost sometimes. Sometimes you're always lost in life, let's be real, but that point you don't know, you're trying to figure so much stuff out, and when there's art, you can really just make whatever come to life. So,
Yeah.
that's the cool thing about art. And there's a bunch of different kinds of arts too. It's not just, pen and paper. It's content, it's music, it's whatever. So
Right.
it's sick.
And it's marketing, and
Hmm.
it's like how you sell things. It's like everything, there is an art to it, which is hard to learn at first. I feel like you do have to go through the process of learning basics to be able to see a full picture for what it is.
Hmm.
So there's quite a hell of an art to content creation and marketing and all those things. But yeah, like it takes a while to see that. But Web3 definitely does give a great opportunity for people to be able to enter that and then also like act upon it quickly to get
Hmm.
themselves practicing and then building like a portfolio
Yeah, for sure. So like when
or
did
just
you
traction in general.
hmm when did you know that you like kind of wanted to do something with art in your career for, your life?
Um, that was pretty, like, surprisingly pretty late. Like, I was a senior in high school when I decided to do art as a career path. I kind of was on the path like everyone else with their parents at the time, like, oh, you get a job that pays well, and then you'll be happy and you'll live a normal life. And
Hmm.
I am not like a science, math person.
Yeah.
I'm like, it takes me a while, memorization and things. So like the traditional jobs, especially at that time that like was really being promoted, like STEM was huge when
Hmm.
I was growing up and in school. That was difficult for me because I wasn't that kind of learner and I didn't gravitate to that kind of concept well. So when I was like looking at colleges and things and I just didn't really know what my options were, like I did want to go to community college, but it still kind of had a stigma when I was younger. My mom and my grandmother like pushed me to like really consider art. So I actually did a pre-college program junior year. And then senior year, when I came back, I was like, I really liked that. I want to do that. So
Hmm.
that's when I decided I know I want to do art. I don't know what the hell it is, but
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably a dope career to go into. Like, I would rather do
It's
that.
a,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's an interesting one that's like quickly evolved, especially in the last like 5 years. So,
Yeah.
but you'd rather go into that than what?
Rather go into something like that rather than like like a quote unquote normal job. I don't know. And still, like some of the jobs pushed today, I don't think I could do. I'm gonna be honest, they're just not for me.
Yeah.
But we're grinding. We're grinding, hoping to find something that works. But I feel like a lot of kids are doing that now too. They're not, college isn't as pushed anymore, I don't think. So it's good. I think it's starting to get more accepted to go for something else than just that normal 9 to 5, which is good.
And I think people have found that like social media and like um and different outlets like Twitch and YouTube like provide you with a way to demonstrate those talents beyond just like what that's for. Like you're sitting here on Twitch right now and you're doing podcast episodes, and right now you might be saying like, "Oh, maybe I want to go this direction," but there could eventually be someone like coming in and watching, being like, "We know you like this, but you'd be really good for this," and
Hmm.
I could transition differently. And it's like a really cool way for people to showcase themselves than just like a sheet of paper that says your name and your phone number and the list of
Yeah.
jobs you've had in the last 10 years.
Yeah, for sure. You can build a portfolio really quickly on the internet. So super dope. Hold on. Let me pull up the Google Doc. Okay. So yeah, we'll go into Web3 a little bit. Let's go into Web3 a little bit. When did you find Web3?
So, I, out of my household, I did not find Web3. Web3 found Perm.
Hmm.
Web3 found Perm in 2019. And I remember him, and I was like uh, I was finishing my master's at the time. So I definitely was like not in the headspace yet to even try to comprehend what was the concept that was Web3. So he kind of dove into it. I think he was like playing a little bit around with like coins at the time. And then really dove into NFTs during the pandemic and started to like learn a lot about the culture of NFTs and how that has helped and cultivated the space.
Hmm.
And so when we moved eventually in 2021, after the major part of the pandemic had occurred and people were able to like go outside in a more frequent basis and stuff, um, I had just started teaching in person again, and he was like still working at home, but then also was doing Web3 on the side. And he would keep telling me, he's like, Steph, like you gotta get into Web3. Like there's so many cool artists, like artists are making work like crazy. Like look at this stuff. And I remember him showing me Liberty Squirrel's like sneak peeks.
Bro,
Like I
Liberty.
remember seeing earlier works of galactic geckos and stuff of that time. So like
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but like I definitely brushed it off, and like hindsight being 2020, that was like really stupid. But I know I also wouldn't have been able to like give that I have been able to now. So when we moved out here in 2022, which is the West Coast, that's when, and I left teaching. That's when I was like, all right, I'm really gonna give this a shot and like see what it's about.
Yeah, did you enjoy teaching? Like was it something that you genuinely like love to do?
Um, so I'll say this: I'm a third generation teacher. My mom was a teacher, and my grandma was a teacher. So
All right.
teaching's very familiar to me, and like the concept of school and working with kids and how to dub things down in a way that's understandable across like multiple learners and stuff. That's fairly, I don't want to say easy, it's just like natural for
Yeah.
me. And though I love it, I didn't like my bosses would come to me and be like, "Oh, you'll be a great principal." And I'm like, "Don't want to be a principal." And I
Yeah.
don't want to go and work in an office and not when it knows not like want to dictate what teachers are supposed to do in a classroom when I'm not in a classroom.
hmm
So like I didn't really see growth for me professionally in that way. So like I do love teaching. I love working with kids. I love that process. But the actual concept of it as a job just didn't really appeal to me overall.
Yeah, I could not do it. I'm gonna be honest. I could not do that. No, 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 no. Working with the kids,
Has your teacher
absolutely
ever
no.
tried to get you to teach your class?
Yeah, multiple times, all the
They
time actually. But math class especially, I just mess around. But
Wow.
yep, or no, ooh, man, I embarrass myself in front of the class a lot in math class. No, I think I sang a song for people to remember, like "Pop Goes the Weasel," but it was in math terms, and I sung it up in front of the class. That was I,
Okay, let's go.
I'm
Let's
really
hear
coming.
it.
I'm really
Let's
no, no, no,
go.
no, no, no. You're crazy. Whoa, whoa. But no, I'm coming out the shell a little bit at school, type stuff. But
Good.
yeah, yeah, I'm becoming a social butterfly, as my mom would say. So you know the vibes. Okay, so we were talking about jobs and stuff. When did you get your first job in Web3?
That was literally how I entered this space. I mean, no, it wasn't that I like hadn't like I had posted a few things on Twitter, but when I quit my job and then moved out here with Perm, I had just posted a few like images of art. Like I didn't even look into an NFT marketplace. I didn't know what Tensor or Bird Eye or any of that stuff was. I was just making stuff, and Perm and I went to an event that Amy Street hosted here in Vegas in
Amy.
October 2022. And so we went, and he introduced me to her, to me. He introduced me to her, and she was his boss. I mean, it literally was just a brief, "Hi, hello, you're gorgeous. It's a pleasure to meet you." And I think it was also her birthday at the time, so she was like off chatting with everybody, and the incredible crew, everyone was there. And I even think back and laugh a little bit, knowing that those are people I was eventually going to chat with later, and
Yeah.
didn't have any clue at the time. Um, so then about like a week or two later, like I had drawn something based off of the Rove um, emoji, the
hmm
star emoji, or it's also known as the dizzy emoji. And so I had just put a face on it and redrew it, and um, Perm had reposted it, and then it caught the eye of Amy, and at the time also Mike Not Gonna Make It. And so Amy reached out to me, and at the time I wasn't Steph. I was just kind of my tag, and then I think I was a secret Skelly Society at the time. I was a little
Man,
gold skeleton,
man.
and yeah, so he and so she reached out to me, and so we had like a brief combo. Like I came in with my portfolio, like super professional. And then at the very end, I was like, "Hey, like actually, we've met in person. I'm Perm's girlfriend, and it was really cool to interview with you. And ever since then, we've all kind of clicked. So that was my first job. And that's kind of how I entered the space overall. And then once I got the job, I was like, okay, now I got to learn Web3.
Yeah, that's dope. How's Amy as a boss?
Amy's like not only awesome, and she is like one of the most diligently organized and driven people I've worked with. She like I know what it means to compartmentalize your brain as a teacher, and I know Amy was a teacher as well. She does that like times 10. Like I don't know how she keeps everything together, but she does. And it's incredible that when we get to like we from the planning periods to the actual preparation and then the launching factor, like Amy has it down to a science. And
Hmm.
she utilizes also her platform and network to be able to just push that and make it like even better. Like we have it's almost like the decorations on the cake that is Amy Street. Like she has all these incredible phenomenal skills and factors, and then like on top of that she's just able to bring it all together, and it's just a beautiful masterpiece at the end. So it's awesome to work with her. She's a hard worker, so you got to be diligent and fast and ready to go to deliver. But been incredible and an absolute pleasure to work with her.
Yeah, yeah. W Amy, we love Amy. So
For real,
what's
W
been
Amy, we
what's
love
been
you.
what's been some of your favorite experiences working in Web3?
So I think first and foremost, and like a lot of people will say, like the IRL experiences of Web3 genuinely are experiences I can't find beyond Web3. And I don't know if it's like the fact that we're all like internet hermits and we like talk to each other for months, like through these like cute little like adorable
PFPs.
animal JPEGs, and
Yep.
then we see each other and we're like sobbing and losing our minds, or if it's just that we're all genuinely so passionate about something we know is just going to shift like how things function in the world, and that we're all willing and driven to push for that. But it's not like anything else. Like I have close friends, I have friends from different parts of my life that you'll see and you'll be like, oh my god, this is my best bro from my childhood, this is my best friend from last week that I just met, you know,
Hmm.
like those different. But like Web3 in general, the IRL experiences, the things that we try to give each other to feel like we are really pushing for that is like beyond awesome. um but I think the second thing is just genuinely the opportunities, like whether it's opportunities I've gotten or I've seen other people have, whether it's that one incredible 100x, or it's that one job opportunity,
Hmm.
or it's the expansion, or it's some collab. Like seeing the like those little beats and like little pieces come together and like build to what is the ultimate goal is truly what's enjoyable. Like of course, like we all want to make money, we all want to push and be the next,
Yeah.
right? But I think at the same time, the bigger picture is that this is going to shake things up and move things in ways that I think will just genuinely alter things for forever, like change money and like how we own things and process things. It's going to be awesome. So um, that's genuinely what makes me excited. But if you want something, I don't know, like it's like also the people you meet. You meet people
Hmm.
you would have never ever like not even like walked by on the street, dude. Like
That's
like
yeah.
there are people I've met that like have, you know, like there's no way our
Hmm.
paths would have crossed otherwise. And that's the also like really cool thing about Web3.
For sure.
Um so like internet friends like on a totally different and higher level than
Hmm.
could have imagined.
Yeah, for sure. I was talking with was it Seb? Maybe one of the last
Okay.
podcasts, and it was about how like you have gaming friends, and those friends are like forever. And now we're seeing that with Web3, and it's like I've met a bunch of people that I call my friends now. It's so dope. Like I don't know. Like you said, you would have never crossed paths without Web3 or these
Right.
animal JPEGs, and now you're like best friends like for life, and it's
Or how
crazy.
many times have you like accidentally fallen into a space, or like you bought that one like project no one was sure of, but then you walk in, like you just say hi in the Discord, and that one person that responds is like the homie you see like every time you hit up at someone at web like IRL
Yeah.
events. Like that's truly the magic of it. And then just to see like also Web3 people like we're pretty loyal, whether it's to each other, ourselves, or like a specific our
A
little group of
project.
friends or whatever. We're pretty like loyal to the eco and each other. So regardless, you're gonna find a cool crew and experience it. It's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And then also opportunities, like you said, opportunities are crazy. It doesn't matter like where you come from, what you look like, how old you are. That's what I always say. Like it's crazy. Like no one really
Yeah.
cares what you are. It's like,
Well, people give you like they give you a chance. Like if I truly put myself on a piece of paper, and we all have one, we all have a resume. I don't look as competitive as I do to the next piece of paper that's next to that resume.
mm-hmm,
But you wouldn't know that I can, that I'm experienced, not well, you cannot, I guess you can see it, but you don't know how I'm able to work in a situation and be able to transition my skills that I've learned from other things to help make something better for you. Like
mm-hmm.
so much of like someone's performance is in the moment. And I feel like the Web2 process of hiring somebody doesn't give someone that even close to that opportunity. Um, and though I know you're filtering through like so many more resumes and stuff, like how are you supposed to do that for thousands of people? But like, I'm an artist. Why,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I can perform at a certain level when we're, trying to reach a certain goal. How come you seeing whether I can use Photoshop, Procreate, or Google Excel? Why does
Yeah.
that matter? So, um, yeah, like Jason literally, I mean, I had that meeting with Amy and Mike, and then I had a meeting with Jason, and he hired me on the spot. Like, I'm more than grateful for that always because I now have a portfolio because of them,
Why doesn't Jason hire me
which
on
I
the
would have
spot?
never been able to do.
Maybe.
Jason, it was awesome. It was
Oh, maybe on the because we have him on next week, something like that. We have Jason on next week.
Jay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So maybe he'll. Nah, I'm joking. Maybe though. We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe no.
Nah.
Jason's awesome. He's a listener and he pays attention.
We love
You just keep doing you, Carter.
we love
Jason
the
pays attention.
yeah we love the Jasons. Every Jason,
Small
small
Jason.
Jason, pickle. Oh yeah, we have pickle Jason. We have normal Jason.
We do.
Holy cow! Oh, we have Santa
We have
Jason.
upside
There's
down
there's
Jason.
Santa.
We have Santa
Ups,
Jason.
bro. We have a
Where's the
perm.
collection, Carter? I'm
W.
still waiting on the
Oh
swoop.
yeah, actually, I need to talk to Amy about that. We said we should drop that. Thanks for the follow, perm. Appreciate you. WPFP too. Okay, Steph, how does your family feel about you working in Web3?
That's like a really interesting question. They're supportive. They are like kind of, I don't know how, like it's like a protective thing, like because Web3 is in such, and I don't even want to say it's an infancy because it's not even in an infancy anymore. It's just, it's so new that like they come from the generation of like stability and, strong structures and reassurance and like if I wasn't teaching or if I wasn't a part of the government or something, there's no guarantee for any job, whether you work for a
Mm-hmm.
small business or a big corporation. So it did take some time to frame that to them. But when I showed them, like, for instance, when I would create certain drawings for Road, like how many viewerships that would get, how many responses that got, I showed them the breadth of the portfolio I was making, um they were proud that like I had a job in my field and I was actively creating. My dad being like a musician that and he auditioned for a really long time before he got his job, and so I think that's part of where his anxiety comes from it. So seeing that come out, like thanks to Jason and Amy, in a really awesome way to where even I can take that portfolio anywhere or I can utilize it in any way. So they are really like super happy and excited. They just do have like a guard of like, we don't really know what this ecosystem's like, and we don't really like my dad reads on it, but like they're not a part of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like they're on like a fence and they're aware, but like they're not a part of the ecosystem. So there's only so much that they like understand.
Yeah, I don't think.
They're not like totally like, oh, Web3. Like,
Yeah, I don't think any parents really get it. Any job on the internet, like social media or
except
anything.
Amy. dad.
Amy's dad?
Or Lucifer's dad. Lucifer's dad apparently is in
Lou's
Web3
dad is
too.
no. Lou is crazy. I love Lou. Man, wait. Amy's dad? Wait. Tell me more. I don't even know. I don't know this lore.
I think one time she said that like her dad like was also, I think so, like that her dad or Perm helped her dad with something in the space. But that was a while ago. But I
Okay.
think her dad has like worked with her before.
That's that's dope. What?
That's the next thing. We gotta got the parents in so that they can help bring in the next wave.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get my mom. Yeah.
Carter.
I got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Carter, is your mom
Yeah.
gonna join
I'll
Web3?
I'll cook up. Yeah. I'll cook up. Okay. I'm just imagining my mom working at Web3. Man, how many times I've tried to shill? Nah, it doesn't even. It's not even worth it.
Is your mom cool with you? You're in a different phase in your
Oh,
life, so like, how does your parents feel about you like dabbling in Web3?
they're lost, and I'm gonna be honest, they're lost. They don't know.
But they're like cool with it. They're like, okay, we don't get it, but like, you do you.
Yeah, they're
Or are
cool.
they like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm just in the lab, cooking up every day. So it's either like, yeah, they ask like, what do you do? But it's like it's kind of hard to explain, to be honest. Like it's just
Hmm.
content, and I don't even know. It's like I've tried to explain it to them. Like I don't even know. Like, oh, I trade JPEGs, I guess, on the side, and then I'm like, working on this content. I stream all this. I'm like, yeah, I guess. Like that's how you can explain it. It's I don't know, but yeah, they're pretty cool with it. It's like, cause my
That's all that
brother
matters.
streamed. My brother was a
Oh,
big
okay.
streamer, so that has helped. But he streamed since he was 13 as well. So
Dang. Oh,
that was a lot easier conversation, when I needed the tax info to start, making money on Twitch. But, that made it a lot easier. He vouched for me, so that was dope.
but at least like they're supportive regardless, like of both of you.
Yeah.
That matters because like like, you hear on any time like most spaces people will be like, "Oh my God, like I got in a fight with my spouse or my parents about me being in Web3 or something." And like I guess it's harder for older generations to understand content creation in general based off of
Hmm.
Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm sure Web3 is just like a totally different
Yeah,
loop to have to jump
it's
through.
just JPEGs. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to explain to people, even like kids my age. Like, bro, what do I tell them? Like, I have a I don't even know what is a U. Like, what kind of animal is that?
I will say my dad, who again doesn't have a wallet, is not on Twitter or anything like that, he surprised me the other day by asking me a question. He was like, "So Bored Ape Yacht Club?" And I was like, "Excuse me?
No,
Do
it's
you
funny
know
when
what
you. It's
that
funny when
is?"
yeah, when they catch you off guard with just a random question. What? No, bro. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like he
Wait,
said something like crypto related, and I was like, have you been reading?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, so like there is some info out that people can follow, like, and they don't have to." That's always sometimes this trick is like I feel like sometimes it's hard to understand if you're just not in it, period.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot
Um,
of words that
and then
like people crypto Twitter uses, but other people do not. So it's hard to understand for sure.
And there's so much like connection between the game, like internet gaming culture and words and phrases that are used in crypto Twitter, but then slightly twisted and altered to fit crypto
Hmm.
Twitter culture, right? And so then I feel like that also throws people off. Like I think it took me easily like over a year to comfortably feel like I could sit in a Twitter space and totally understand what someone's talking about, whether it was dev development or different type of tech in terms of distribution, or whether even just knowing the difference between like a meme coin and an NFT, or knowing what projects were what,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, still today,
Um,
I get lost sometimes. So I just crack
the
jokes.
new stuff sometimes, whew,
Yeah, I just make jokes in Twitter Spaces anymore. People, yeah, I get DMs a lot that I need to lock in and just sometimes calm it down. But I just like making jokes. Man, man,
we need the energy.
yeah, they do. Actually, then I get told that I'm a good co-host too when I make the jokes. So it's weird. It's weird.
No, I think there needs to be a balance because, like, I remember when I joined the space. Now, when I joined, that was literally like a month before FTX collapsed, and that crypto Twitter was like in a really dark place. But like when
Yeah.
I joined, like there was a lot more of a diverse variety of spaces. There was a lot of education, but there was a lot of like, hey, let's chill out and hang and like do our own thing. And that's like honestly where a lot of big co-hosts really got their start, like Lou and Easy
Hmm.
and everyone and like Frisk. Um, and now like I feel like we've leaned way more educational than the fun side. So I feel like we need your energy, Carter, because we
We'll bring
need
it
people to
back.
be
We're gonna
laughing
bring
and
back. We're
feeling
gonna
like
bring
there's
a
a break
crazy
a
Twitter
little
space.
bit.
Yeah, we're gonna run a crazy Twitter
Because then
space
if it's
now.
just educational, like well, you might as well be in a lecture hall. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like if there's not that little break of laugh and like relation and understand, like, you know, it's not just about numbers and stuff. We have a culture
Oh, I
here.
know you.
We communicate through memes.
Exactly. I know you've been in the daily app. Shout out to Bad, bro. I love
Yes,
that's a
shout
good
out to
space.
Bad.
That oh, it's actually Bad's birthday. Happy
For real,
birthday,
for real.
Bad. Happy birthday, Bad.
Let's go.
Yeah, I gotta tweet out that. I forgot. I saw that in school today.
For real, for real.
W Bad season 2 is coming, by boys and girls too. Shout out
So
Steph. Steph, like the only girl in Web3.
hey,
But okay, Steph, when you're creating your art, okay, do you listen to any music?
okay.
I shouldn't even. I shouldn't even ask this question, guys. You don't
No,
even
no,
know.
no, no.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
It was bad. It was bad. I do music and I listen to a variety of things. It kind of depends. If I'm working like on illustration, and which is predominantly like my crypto work or the artwork that I show on crypto is my illustrations. I honestly watch a lot of TV and movies and then
Okay.
like listen to podcasts. If I'm listening to music, I'm probably working more traditionally, like actually painting on like a canvas and stuff. So, and what am I listening to? Um, Mostly, honestly, like lo-fi. Because if I listen to words, then I get distracted and I'm like dancing and not getting anything done. So I listen to like lo-fi or like
Lo-fi.
jazz or
No, that's
classical.
crazy.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, jazz
Because
is good,
well,
but lo-fi is wild, bro. What?
but I can't like I like to. So here's the thing: I got ADD, I got anxiety, I got depression. This never turns off, and it only
That's
turns off
valid.
if I'm like painting and like I don't have any words in the music at all. And if it's just like sound and like it could be even like white noise, like that helps me turn it off, and it's literal peace. So
No, it's funny. It's
so
funny
yeah,
that you say
lo-fi
that.
is wild, but
It's funny that you say that because I think it was Churro. I don't know if you know Churro, but
Mhm.
she said that when she paints, the only like the thing that gets her mind going and like is she's able to paint is Mac Miller. And I was okay. It's so funny how you guys are
Solid,
like so different. It's like
solid.
Mac Miller. You know, I love Mac Miller, and there's lo-fi. Like, bro,
Yes.
what? If Steph has 1 million fans, then I am one of them. If Steph has 10 fans, then I am one of them. If Steph has only one fan, then that is me. If Steph has no fans, then that means I'm no longer on
What?
Earth. If the world is against Steph, then I am against the world. Shout out Perm. Um, and that was a rough, that was
Thanks,
a
Fern.
rough read. Holy cow, that's a W though. So, what kind of?
He's a W.
We love Perm. We love Perm. Uh, Perm, you gotta hop on the podcast soon. Let's schedule that. So you were talking about movies and
He's got Jay next week, Fern. Yes, we were talking about movies.
movies. What kind of movies do you like to watch while you're, cooking up in the lab?
So when we're cooking, and like typically our Perm and I work together. Like so, like when I'm cooking, and it's typically when he's also cooking on something as well. So we'll typically watch, like we'll watch anything from like reality TV to like anime to, um, we'll like rewatch a lot of movies and stuff because part of the issue is like when you're in it, half of you is paying attention. So, um, yeah, no, we've been watching Billions on Amazon, which is a drama. Um, what else have we been watching? In terms of anime, we've been watching Kaiju number 8, and the other two we were watching haven't come out with any new episodes. That's really the main one we've been watching. But we mainly watch that, like reality TV. and anime
So
and
like
rewatch shows and
the
stuff.
Real Housewives of like New York.
Yes,
I could
yes.
see
In
Perm
fact,
messing with like the Real Housewives of like New York. All
he
right.
he doesn't watch. The only thing he'll do is if like there's something really dramatic and he's walking by, he'll like make some like really goofy comment. That's really as far as it is watching. Otherwise, he puts his AirPods in and watches something on YouTube.
Yep, that's exactly what I
Uh,
would do. Yeah. Perm's the best. No glazing, but Perm is great. So cap is what he said. All right.
cat. You don't watch The Real Housewives perm.
So anime. I'm not a big anime guy.
That
You need
shocks me, first of all, as a major bad fan, and also just like anime is way more popular with your generation than it was mine. So I'm like kind of shocked by that. You seem like you would have been an anime fan, Carter.
all right. Cool.
It's a good
Is
thing.
this a good or bad way? Good or bad way?
It's
Because
a good thing.
there's definitely good or bad anime fans.
That's true. As there is with anything. No, I think in a good way. Like,
Right.
um, anime and it's honestly like one of the ways I got into art was anime. Like I remember when I first watched Sailor Moon when I was a kid, and that was just on TV. I just remember like watching and being like, that art is like really cool. Um, but have always been into it, and it kind of like really is what got me into like illustration and stuff. So I would say, God, it's been a long time, probably low key getting into 20 years that I've like watched and read anime over that time.
Man. Yeah. So when Nani or Light talk about anime, I just call them dweebs. So maybe it's
I'm
because
glad to join that group. It's a great group.
are you in? Oh, you need to get in the Discord. Are you in the new Discord?
Or bad? I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Okay, we'll get you in there.
I need to get in that Discord.
I got you. I'll nominate you, so you'll probably be getting a DM tonight. So
Let's go.
yeah, then Schaefer's starting to get into it too. So then I've started making jokes to him. Yeah,
Yes. Then
but
you have to get into it.
yeah,
Because
I'll.
like you can't have like that whole crew and that's just you. You got
Yep, yep. Oh, D'Angelo's definitely into that too. So yeah, I kind of feel like I have to now. What
it's
kind of?
pretty
Oh,
dope.
go ahead. Oh, you need to like tell me what animes to watch though, for sure, because I'm on.
So I'm sure you're gonna fall. Well, everyone I feel like generally starts with like the classics that are more like action based, more like action drama, very little romance kind of thing. There's a lot of people, I'm sure if you ask, that'll say like you should watch like excuse me, like Naruto or One Piece, which are fabulous in them themselves. But they're really long. That's a lot for someone that's new to like really go for. I mean, like close to 1,000 episodes is obnoxious. Um, but I mean, like if you watch anything from, I mean, Solo Leveling is a new anime that came out that's really solid. Honestly, Netflix has like a really good variety of different animes on there. I know people won't always consider them animes, but I do because of the studios that they outsource to and work with. So like anything on there like Castlevania and stuff is like really solid. Trying to think, there's like so many, and Perm you could probably just drop some in the chat that you can think of because Perm also I got Perm into anime.
Castlevania.
So yeah, it's on Netflix. It's set in like I don't want to say Baroque, but it's not Renaissance. I guess it's Baroque. It's like an older period, and it's like vampires, werewolves, and stuff.
Hmm.
Except it's graphic,
Interesting. Interesting.
but it's good.
Interesting.
Yeah, so like I mean, you start with like common ones that are popular, like Kaiju number 8 right now is really popular, which is just like it's more like a monster based one. So it's like kind of what you're looking for. If you're looking for more like spies or ninjas or actions, there's stuff like that. And then there's like a whole genre of like monsters and things. And Netflix really does like have a really great variety for people to start off with.
Nice.
'Cause
Nice.
they have, for real.
I feel like you and Perm would be the people to watch like The Office while you work. I love The Office so much.
We love, so okay. I think So Office is definitely up there. Perm's gonna like yell at me. I love The Office, but I think Community has easily taken the number one spot for me in terms of sitcoms. It is such an underrated show,
What is
and
it?
it's such a phenomenal cast. Community, it's got like Donald Glover and Allison Brie and Joel McHale. It's got a ton of like classic like actors in it.
Oh,
Ken
I
Jeong
think
is
I
in
have
it.
seen this.
Such a good show. Like if you watch the whole way through, such a good show.
Parks and Rec is what Perm said. I don't know what. Do you know what that means?
Another really solid
All
one.
right.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
should
look.
watch that. If you like The Office, you'll like Parks and Rec.
All right, I'm gonna look that one up too. Oh, okay.
Amy
I've seen that one.
Poehler,
Yeah.
Chris
I've seen that one.
Pratt,
I have seen that one.
Aziz Ansari.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good
no,
one.
that's a good one. There was another one, Perman, I watched recently. I'm trying to think. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, another really good one. Um, if you like Andy Samberg, that's his show.
Hmm.
There's a few more. We do often rewatch those shows too when we're like working together or we're like working on creatives for Rove or Go-Go Nuts. We'll keep one of those in the background because those are easy to follow along, and then also you oftentimes are like laughing at it in between anyway. So
Yep. I put on like a movie, South Park, The Office.
okay,
Mm, I don't know. Other than that, it's not. Maybe Family Guy sometimes. If I'm,
okay, good.
chilling. Other than that, I don't think there's much. Like I just like watching
What's
through
your
the
favorite
whole.
movie?
Oh, ever?
Yeah,
The
ever.
the Jim Carrey Cat in the Hat easily. What? That's the best movie of all time.
Wow.
All time. I love that movie so
Wow.
much.
Yo, I remember when that came out, dude. That's a good pick. That's a very
That is the
good
best movie of
pick.
all time.
Nice.
I can read that movie like through, or I can like recite that movie through and through. Easy.
That's awesome. Dude, I remember that when that movie and everyone was so mind blown by the graphics at that time at how good they were. Oh my God, that what a movie. Dang, what a flashback, dude. That was good. That's a good movie. Good pick, Carter. Good pick.
Yeah, that's the best movie of all time. I like to put live streams on or VODs on while I work, is what Perm said.
Yep.
W. Okay. What's your favorite movie of all time?
So the easy answer to that is Goodfellas. That is my favorite movie of all time. Gangster movie. It's an older movie, but I don't know why. It's like one of my absolute favorite movies. But probably like anything more recently that we've watched. Um, Probably my most favorite movie that I've watched recently was probably the most recent Studio Ghibli movie, The Blue Heron. That was a really good movie. But I like anime, so
Nice.
sorry, I'm out of the
I'm
element
trying
there,
to
guys.
think what a recent movie I've watched. Hold on, I'm going onto my Netflix right now. I better be logged in. Okay, I am. Hold on. Um. Oh yikes, that looks bad. Never mind. We're not even gonna say that. You know the movie? Is it Anyone But You or something like that? It's on the song.
Yeah, with
Yes,
Glenn Powell and
Unwritten.
Sydney Sweeney.
Yes, that might have been
Yeah,
one of the last movies. We don't talk about it though. We're not talking about that. I got persuaded to watch it. Bad looks.
Herm and I've watched it. If it
Bad
makes you
looks.
feel better, we've watched it.
Okay, but
It's okay.
yeah, it wasn't anything great. L movie.
It wasn't.
Permanent's crazy. That's crazy.
It wasn't like okay, like when everyone was pushing it before it was out,
L streamer.
everyone was like, "This is like the best romance movie of the summer," and I just didn't feel like it was anything new or different. I didn't feel like the characters were anything special. No offense to either of them, but that was just my opinion.
I just like my favorite
Great,
part.
great playlist though.
I was gonna say, yes, that playlist was crazy. It had Mac Miller in it too, bro.
Right?
Oh my gosh, that was like the best thing of the movie. L
I
streamer
should have
is
worn my
what Perm
Mac
said.
Miller shirt.
Bro, I
Uh-oh.
need some more Mac Miller shirts. L streamer is crazy, Perm. Looks like someone's not coming on the
Oh,
podcast.
wow.
Cool, 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 cool. That's fine. Um, man. Okay, so I'm trying to think of another movie that I've watched recently. Obviously, Shrek is what I was telling you earlier. In school,
Shrek's
that's a top
legendary.
10 movie ever. Oh, hmm.
Trying to
Are,
think of movies like that from that time.
I
Like
feel like
Chicken
you.
Little. Was it Chicken
Oh,
Little? That was a
Chicken
good
Little is
movie.
crazy.
With the alien? With the like aliens and they get
Yes,
like
yeah.
he's gotta go save them. Stop! Like
I got asked to show you, show your plushies.
no.
Oh, okay. So,
No.
all right.
I have one full pile.
No.
Thanks for
So that's a
for
no.
outing my plushie
All right,
collection.
no. Cool. Wait, how many plushies are we talking about?
And that's there's a lot. Um, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
So
20,
many.
21. I mean, does it matter that I have like a little Minecraft sound? Like,
W, that's a creeper. Okay. Zombie is
yeah.
crazy.
So a lot of them, in fairness, Perm's making fun of me. A lot of these are from like my classroom when I decorated my classroom. I had like plushies like this around my classroom so that it helped create
It's
conversations.
okay. We all
And
make
it like,
excuses.
I mean, I love I still buy plushies. We bought a chunky plushie, like,
W, I think
but
I
yeah,
have
no.
one. I have one plushie in here, and it's the Clano one. Hold on.
Let's go.
Actually,
I don't think
I did not buy
yeah,
this.
no, I don't.
I got this bought for me. W. But yeah, that's like the
Yo,
only thing.
I'm jelly. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, actually, I want to give away though the
Yeah,
W. So, you'd love to see
we
it.
need more Web3 plushies. If anyone besides Perm is listening on Twitch, we need more Web3 plushies. Iggy is gonna,
Ooh,
I don't know if you can do something for us, but I
yeah, we can cook up. Oh, you ever heard of Kami? The project Kami?
think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say you would actually like the art. That's a project you would probably buy. Um,
Hmm.
but they have pillows. It was like a plushy pillow.
What if we made a small Jason?
Oh my gosh, hold on. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Wait, we could actually cook up. Wait a minute.
Wait, we make the pickle Jason as a pillow
Perm,
or a
cook
plushie.
up. You just get Pickle Jason, put it on like a plushie, and let's cook up. Bro, that's a great yo.
That would be
I'm a
so funny.
I'm a troll Jason so hard on the podcast on Tuesday.
Or we just get a square pillow and then put like the small Jason
Yo,
picture
if I
as the pillow, and that's just a small pillow of Jason.
I'm trying to think if there's a place that I could get like a small Jason picture, just hang it up there just for the Tuesday podcast. Oh my gosh, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna cook that up. I'm gonna get that.
Yeah. That would be
I'm gonna
so.
replace that, and it's just gonna be small Jason back there. Chai, if you don't know who small Jason is, you're just out the loop. I'm gonna be honest. It's small Jason. It's pretty
Yeah, for
obvious.
real.
Only real ones know small Jason.
One of the tightest groups in Web3, small Jasons.
No, that was a crazy time. We grew that account to like, bro, man, it has some
Let me
crazy.
see what it's at right now.
It has some crazy followers on it though. It has like, bro, there's a lot of people that unfollowed though.
Wait, why are you not popping up?
Oh no, did they get me? Hold on. Small.
Chat, can anyone find small Jason?
Wait, small. Oh yeah, I found it.
No.
I found it.
Oh, you found it.
Yeah, 90 followers right now. And I ran that.
Let's go.
I was on that account for like 3 days.
Viral.
Man,
It's viral.
it is. It is. Oh, and then we made Amy Street Meat, but only real ones know about that one. Did she ever say? Did she ever hear about that one?
I think I did. Does she knows it still exists?
Yeah, because I pop in the space every time. Every red flag space, I pop in there with it. And she knows she knows
Amy.
it's me, and she makes
That's awesome.
yeah. But W Amy Street Meat.
Yeah.
Jason knows about it too. W
Let's
Jason.
go.
Okay, let's we'll hop back into questions because man, small Jason talk, I love it. So, where do you see yourself in a couple years?
Bro, that's like low key something I've been asking myself because it's kind of like, what direction do I want to go? I've been in this space now for almost, as of October, it'll be 2 years, which is crazy to honestly think about. And I haven't like sold any artwork in the space or anything. Like I haven't dropped anything on Exchange Art or Mallow or anything. And so I'm kind of like right now trying to figure out like, do I, and I think it's important obviously to explore all opportunities and branches in the space. But like how do I want to approach those things? Do I think I want to lean more into the one of one and like really try to push for that? Or do I like working with like startups and companies to like
Mm-hmm.
envision and work on their marketing and branding. So it's like kind of like a weird like little fork in the road that I'm at. And though like yes, I can do both. Um, the question becomes like, well, yes, but which is the main focus, and then how much energy do I put and stuff like that. So I'm not quite sure yet because like that's the answer that I need, but I definitely know it'll be in Web3 and it'll be in art. So
W. So Seth's about to be cooking,
for
is what
real,
I'm hearing. Cool, cool, cool.
we once you're in, you can't leave, y'all. I mean, some people have left, but
A lot of people have left.
but for most of us, you can't leave.
Some of us can't leave. Nah. Okay, so who's someone that
Some of
is
us are hooked.
yeah, let her cook. I agree, perm. Yeah, some of us are cooked or not cooked. Some people are cooked, but some people are locked in and
Some of
stuck
us
here.
are cooked. That's true.
Oh man. Okay. So have you went to any IRL events?
Yep. So I went to that one where I met Amy and essentially got the job. I've been to NFT NYC in 2023 and NFT LA, and then hosted with the Rove team Solana Summer Fest last summer, which was incredible, and in Nashville. Just having to this year. We had like a couple of major like life event changes earlier in the beginning of the year. So we've just been kind of enjoying and being present for those, but definitely want to hit up an IRL event soon. And
Nice.
then
Are
of
you
course we
guys
have Solana Summer Camp
I was gonna
coming
say, are
up.
you guys
So
going to summer camp?
definitely the goal. Definitely the goal. I want to see everybody. I get too stuck in my hermit phase, and when everyone goes to IRL events and they're posting, I get really sad because I
I'm
just want to see
so
everybody and
jealous. Yeah,
give
I
it.
know. I haven't been to an IRL event. I want to so bad. But Summerfest is like, oh, can I say this?
We
It's not even that far away. It's really not that far away. It's like
mm-mm,
two,
not for you now.
mm, 2.5 hours, maybe 3. So it's not bad. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But you
yeah,
said
you're good.
wait. You said wait like you were about to say something. I said I haven't been to an IRL event, and then you said wait, and
Oh no, I was saying, wait, we got to get you like to one because
yeah, I
like
know.
Carter,
That's what I
you're
mean.
like you're everywhere and everyone loves you and like we need to get you to an
I
event
know.
like
That's what
for
I
real.
mean. I don't know. I don't know. I was actually talking to Seb about cooking up something with
Yeah,
me, Wombat, and some other young kids in the space about cooking up an event for people that like don't really, because us we couldn't get into like parties,
right,
so we could cook up an
right. So
event.
it's like
Um,
more for you guys, yeah, like an
yeah,
event for y'all. That'd
I
be
know.
sick though.
Yeah, so we were talking about that. Hopefully making it out to like NYC next year or something like that. So we'll see. We'll see. Who's someone that inspires
And I'm
you?
sure
Oh, go
that'll.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm sure there's more events at the end of the year too that'll pop up. So maybe it'll be even sooner than NFT NYC.
Yeah, hopefully. What are those background decorations, Carter? Oh, here we go. That's a good question. There you go, Perm.
Herb,
Um, here we go. We got the metal print of my friend's piece. W.
let's go.
We got a jelly. We got a card of the Jelly Rascal. All right. We got the Jelly Rascal metal print. W Jelly.
Yo, that's how I met Carter. Was as a jelly
That is
rascal.
crazy. We got two little bored apes.
Yo, those are
I
sick.
bought those actually. My brother bought those for me at Target. W.
Big
Um,
W.
and then we got a Killer Threes basketball card. W. And then we got the Killer Threes sticker. So yeah, that's about it. That's what we got, Perm. For we're cooking up. We need some shelves and stuff too. I'm gonna get soon. Might put some shoes on the back of the wall or stuff like that. You know, plushies.
Let's go.
Plushies. Yeah. So
And then, yeah.
W's all around for sure. For sure. Oh man, what's in your background, Steph? Go ahead, show us your background.
So I have this giant couch. Sorry, I just like knocked over a cat bowl. I have a giant couch and it's actually storage. Like there's a ton of like art supplies under here and stuff. And then that is my work table when I'm painting on actual
Doesn't look like there's
canvas.
much room.
No, there is like when it's not. I've like had it all packed in here because like I had family visiting, but like when I'm working on something, I just work over
You
here,
had a sneak peek.
and then I have an arm for when I record things, and a big light over there. So
W. W.
yeah, yeah, I need to get back to it. We've like just had like so much going on behind the scenes besides work, and I miss like creating. I haven't been creating as much as I want to, so that's definitely like a goal for the summer.
Oh, time lapse would be crazy. You should get a drip channel.
That's what people have told me is to get a drip channel and then like just kind of create content and see how people respond to it.
It wouldn't actually be that hard. Um,
No, it wouldn't.
yeah, you should cook up because I heard June's gonna be a crazy month for them. So if you're looking to get in, I would probably try to get in
Yeah,
now. So yeah.
definitely. I've had some things cooked already that have just been sitting on the sidelines
Hey yo.
because Go Nuts and
Oh
Rove and all those crazy,
yeah, what's
wonderful
going on with
things.
Go-Go Nuts? What's your role in Go-Go Nuts?
So right now I'm the community leader and I helped creatively concept the visuals that is Go Nuts. So Amy Perm and I sat on the phone for like hours on end for like a solid week, like with me, like just on my iPad drawing characters and people in like different styles and stuff until it reached what is now like the actual uh, visual IP for Go Nuts. So that's my role. I hang out in the Discord with y'all. I help run games. And I communicate with the team things that I'm seeing from the community. So when I see certain things, either in chat or people DM or open a ticket, I'm one of the first people to go and communicate for you guys. So
W
that's my role.
W. Steph
Yee.
basically created the art for real, for real. Is what Perm said. So W. Actually, I love that art so much. It's
Thanks,
so
Perm.
clean. It's so clean.
We it took like Amy, Perm, and I like it took a long minute to get it, but like it was cool to like see the evolution of it. It was just like
Yeah.
a pretty crazy process to go through, and it's awesome because I hadn't had that yet.
Mhm.
When I joined Rove, the medallions were already made, so it was really cool to like get to go through that process with Amy and Perm.
Oh, so that he's about to be like crazy. Yeah, is what you're saying. W
We had
W
fun. We definitely had some fun.
W. So
And of course, Amy, so
yeah,
she
Amy.
cooked.
Amy cooks. Oh yeah, you also run Rumble. W Rumble.
I
And
do.
other
I
games.
do.
But that's where I cook usually Rumble because it takes no skill. Um wait, was it Perm, was it you that said that if I win another time you're taking my whitelist and I would said like I would just win it back again? I'm pretty sure is what happened. Um
That's hilarious.
W 100%. Yeah. All right. So, we're past an hour now, but we'll still cook up a little bit. Who's someone that inspires you, Steph?
So I'd have like right off the bat, like I'd have to say High Blinks. And it's really like not only is her art incredible and beautiful, but like High Blinks strategy and marketing and IP is just like it's top tier. Like it's what a lot of projects can't even reach.
Hmm.
And for it to be just her and like really like honing on this one character and expanding that world in so many ways is um it's awesome. I personally struggle with branding just because I'm trained literally in drawing and painting and teaching kids.
Hmm.
So like I'm teaching myself branding and I understand marketing in the sense of like as an employee marketing for another company, I can do that easily. But like marketing for myself, that's a totally different animal.
Yeah, it's a hard
So
thing.
I really admire Hive for that because like it's constant, it's always and like almost like if there is a break, she's communicating. And Laura L is the same, like really strong IP, really strong marketing, super consistent in work. So I really admire both of those ladies for just their incredible work and contributions to the space because it's so incredible to see, and I admire it and only aspire to do that.
Mm.
It's awesome.
W. W. And you're actually like the first person, which I respect, is like not say a family member, which is funny. It's usually like mom.
Oh,
It's what everyone says, but that's a W. It's more interesting when people don't say just mom, dad, brother. So,
oh yeah, no, I mean like I guess like in my overall life, like um I mean, yeah, like family is always inspiring. I'm inspired by Perm. Perm's like a really hard worker, and Perm helps me think very differently than when I not only the way I'm used to thinking, but like also how I was raised.
mhm.
Like Perm's family is very like business, like professionally focused, whereas like my family is very like family oriented, very emotional. And not that they're not, but like nine times out of 10, we're talking about work and like stuff like that. So I admire and look up to Perm too, because like he's able to think in ways that like I can't. Like I struggle to turn off the emotional like
Mhm.
switch.
Yeah,
And so sometimes he's like, dude, like take a breath. It's a work situation or like it's a business situation, like breathe. So but like yeah, I was trying to think more of like the space in
yeah, I
general.
respect
So
that. Perm said he could cry right now, so W.
B.
Uh, yeah, B. Um, yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna be honest. So actually, one more question
No,
before we end it.
okay.
What's your message to people? People that are watching this right now.
Um, First of all, a message is always believe in yourself first. That's a general one because no one's going to do it for you. You got to do
Mm.
it for yourself. But if I'm talking more focused and like you're someone that's like either in the space or and like not really sure how you're feeling, or if you're someone new and not sure if you want to get in the space, just dive right in. You don't have to be in it for the money. Like a lot of people are, and like not gonna lie, like I'm not sitting here and saying I'm not. Like it's great to make money, but you don't have to be in it for the money. You can totally be in it to get to know people. You can be in it to try something new. You can be in it to try to do a different job venture. You can do it to just try to build community or like do something cool. Like not everything has to be driven for financial reasons. Of course, we all want to be comfortable and obviously do you to make you feel good, but like I didn't enter this space because of money. I entered
Mm.
this space because of an opportunity, and I think that's like really important and people need to hear because that's how the space is going to grow more if it's not just to make money.
For sure. W. That's a W. That's like a quote of the day right
But
there.
do but do what you need to do for your bags, people. Do what you need
True.
to do for your bags.
True. Make
And
some
not on
money,
your
but
bags.
don't like focus on it.
Yes. Yes.
Dope.
Yes. Also realize that there's opportunity in like what you're doing, whether
Hmm.
you're writing threads, you're hosting a podcast, you're making art, like that all contributes in some way. So
Steph, I actually
but
thought
I
of one more.
appreciate you, Carter. This is my first podcast ever.
W. Steph, I actually thought of one more question. I'm not gonna lie that I was gonna ask earlier.
Go for it.
What do you like? What's some advice for people looking to get their first job in Web3?
I think though personas are important, and I think for some people having a persona is necessary to be able to carry your brand. Remember that anything you do on here is professionally looked at in some form or another. And whether you're creating memes or you're um or you're writing a thread or you're just like throwing like teasing someone, remember that someone that you might not even know is watching is looking.
Uh-oh.
So as long I know people give FUD and people and like that stand up for what's right. And if someone's doing something wrong, say something. But like I think sometimes we get caught up in the drama or we get caught up in the responses in the comments. And at the end of the day, like we're all looking for a professional opportunity. So if you want that professional opportunity, you have to show that you carry yourself that way. And like not that there's like anyone in particular that doesn't, but I think that's like a key factor. Like if you take yourself seriously professionally, other people will too. And that does kind of have to show on the timeline as well. So
Uh-oh.
that's like kind of my no, like you're totally no, like I'm not saying that in like a bad way. Like
Uh-oh.
I think just people like get caught up in like we need jokey people and we need that. But I think sometimes we do as an eco, we get caught up in the fact that we all are looking for jobs, right? We're all like
Yep.
looking to work with one another. And sometimes if you respond a certain way to somebody else, that might cause someone else to think something else. That's like just my suggestion. I keep very quiet on the timeline. I just choose to stay on the side. And it's not that I don't like that
No, there's
I'm
days that
like
I
I don't
fiend
think like
for
I'm
it. I'm gonna
too
be honest.
but like and there are days that I do too that like I like literally I'm reading every response. I'm looking for every tweet. Like don't get me wrong. And again, like people have to defend and respond, right? Like there are times you have to say whatever you need to say. Just be mindful that there's a line, and
Yep,
that's
gotta
like
gotta
my
keep the
thing.
jokes past before this line. Cool. Yep, noted, Steph. All right, yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
not
keep it down
saying
here.
you. Wow, I
No,
ended that really badly. I did that so badly.
it's all good, Steph. If you want me to stop crack down on the jokes, it's okay. Just tell me, it's okay.
No,
But
it's not
nah, it's
harder.
okay,
It's not
guys.
harder.
It's okay, guys. If you did enjoy the pod, just like and sub if you are watching on YouTube. Thanks for everyone that stopped by on the Twitch and Twitter. And
For real.
all links for Steph. Couldn't think of Steph's name for a second. All Steph's links will be
No
down in the
problem.
description. So and let's get it. See you guys on Friday. Peace.
Let's go. Thanks, Carter.